Yo, it's your man, Caveman,
DJ I Am Monkey.
in the building. Another Saturday morning conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 8.
Oh, yeah. The Jill Scott tape.
The Jill Scott tape.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Jill Scott for going viral for some shit that she's been doing since like 1997.
Yo, for real. People are now on that scene.
But yo, that's good though. I'm glad that she getting new fans. You know, because I've been a fan of Jill Scott since the beginning.
Day one.
Like,
yo, you know she was. Well, yeah, who was the original on that Roots song?
she was the original.
She was the
She was the
original.
original voice on the Roots.
And then Erica
Then,
got it.
You know, Erykah Badu was she flexed on her and was like, America Badu.
Yeah. Well, Erica came out first, so she had more name recognition.
But I mean, Jill from Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Jilly from Philly. Showing them how they do down in Philly.
So, you know, we had to start the show off, showing some love to the new Netflix and chill
Yeah.
phrase, you know, give me that Jill Scott.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
ladies,
You can't say JS because people just be thinking that you're saying just saying. Can't say that. You gotta actually.
no, you got to say that. You got to like a pimp called Slickback. You got to say the whole thing.
select back. Jill Scott.
Give me that Jill Scott. You know, you can't even be like, give me that Jill, because your girl will be like, who the fuck is Jill? Then you got to explain.
Yeah, and then the mood is broken.
Then the mood is broken.
Yeah.
You know, so you make sure you say the whole shit, fellas. Jill Scott.
Yeah, make sure you say Jill Scott, not Bill Cosby.
Wow.
Because then you're just offering her just, you know, a nap and some treats.
And having some treats.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And, you know, some Jell-O cups on the way out. But, yeah, man. That
Yo, what's your favorite Jill Scott song?
Oh, shit, damn.
Oh, should I put us on the spot, right?
Yeah, damn, that's totally on the spot. One that's on top of my head is Blessed. I love that one.
That's a dope song.
It's nice up tempo. It's good feelings. Good message. Oh shit! Damn. As I'm talking, I'm trying to think of another one.
Yo, they said her music is trending like so wild right now.
Yeah.
Because like so many people just thought Jill Scott was an actress.
Well, see, there's the other thing too.
Or they knew she sang, but they didn't know.
Well, see, like number one, she to some people that only knew her from the outside, she seemed to be like a highbrow, hoity-toity type person.
What?
No, but again, this is people that don't really listen to her music or follow us.
Motherfuckers said not
So
into
from-
that neo soul.
Yeah, well, everybody know neo soul is just, you know, a slick way of getting freaky with people, but still, true indeed. It's like she's always been on that time, but she just always had this like nose in the air. You know, she's too regal to be getting filthy. You know, she doesn't cuss type. Like she comes off like that to a lot of people that don't really listen.
They don't
to
listen to. They're not listening.
They're not
She's
listening.
on that Barry White shit with the lyrics.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be like, damn, what's Barry talking about? Your moms be singing along and he be singing. Then you finally listen to like what he's saying and you're like, yo, I can't believe I used to sing this song with my mom all the time.
You was singing about sucking toes with hot sauce. Like, what the hell? What Barry White got me singing here? Actually, I love his band though, the Love Unlimited Orchestra. Oh shit, man, that's one of my favorite bands.
You know, but I mean, my favorite Jill Scott song is "A Long Walk."
That's a good one.
That's like probably her more famous one, but it's the first one I heard.
Yeah.
I banged that shit so hard on my little S10. I was living in Detroit at the time. You know, I had a little S10 pickup truck with the Wu-Tang symbol in the window.
Oh, that's when you upgraded from the wagon.
Yeah. You know,
The Shaggy wagon.
It was funny how I got that truck too, man. Like one of our mutual friends that used to be in the crew, she broke up with her dude, but she had bought this dude a new truck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and at the time I didn't have no wheels, so she would like help me out, come get me, do my laundry or whatever, and because she lived in the States and I lived in the States, but we was always in Canada. So like she'd like come pick me up, so I wouldn't have to catch the bus and shit. She was fucking with one of my homies on the other side there. But, yeah, she was like, yo, you want a truck? I was like,
Oh, damn.
what's the catch? right? And she was like, nah, it's just I'm leasing it. I can't really give it back. So you just pay it.
Oh.
And I was like, word.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? Paid for that. Paid that truck off.
Oh, yeah.
But then how fucked up was my credit at the time, right? So I pay off a truck. I've been paying this truck for like probably like 3 years, right? Pay off the whole shit. And then the lease is up, right? So they're like, oh, the lease is up. You're over on the miles. I've been driving that shit back and forth. I didn't really know like how leases work. So I didn't know I was going to get smashed with the fucking miles. And I was like, damn. Yo, maybe they'll just let me buy that shit, right? So I tried to buy it. And
they told you kick rocks.
They were like, yeah, let's just check it out. And they're tapping. Hold on, let me check another screen. That's when you know you're in trouble. When they checking other avenues and shit. They're like, oh, let's try something else. And you're like, damn. Let's try a couple things. And then they get up from their desk and go like talk to their supervisor. That's when they're trying to go to bat for you.
That.
Or they're just like, damn, this dude's credit's fucked up. Let me go pretend like I'm trying to go to bat for him. But sometimes they really be trying because they want to sell.
Yeah, the commission.
You know,
Hell yeah.
they get the commission. So they're like, I can see her in there like, he paid this shit off, like. And
he's been paying the whole time.
They were like, nah. So I had to give the truck up. I sold it to. I was working at a dealership, so I just sold it to the dealership. And
so you sold the car that you had from one dealership to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
All right.
You know what I mean? I don't even know if they gave me any real money for it. They just gave me a car on the lot. Ended up being the Cougar, the '94 Cougar. I just needed a whip. It was the.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying? When you got terrible credit.
Yeah, you take what you
take what you could get your hands on, and you go from there. I mean, even when I finally was able to have enough credit to get, a new car, I bought my little Ford Focus and shit. Yo, I drive a lot of economy whips. One day I'm gonna have some luxury shit.
Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll actually go drive and get my license.
Yeah, this dude's like 47 years old.
Nah. Wait far from 47. I'm barely 40. Next year I'm 40.
Without a license and shit. Nah, he's still living in New York. You gotta let that shit go.
Nah, I get around, man. Like, I know how to get around. Like, that's one thing with me. If I can't walk, I'll ride my bike. If I can't ride my bike, take the bus. If I can't take the bus, take the cab. If I can't do that, then you know what? It ain't meant for me to be there. Plain and simple.
Yo, but you could just get in your car and be there.
Yeah.
And they won't, gas money once a week versus like Uber fees, taxi fees, waiting outside.
Yeah.
Fuck that, waiting outside. My car broke down and I had to catch a bus. And I haven't been on a bus at the time since I was working at City Year. And we talking maybe like 4, 5, 6 years since I've been on a bus. And I was like, damn, how much is the bus? You know what I mean? Like,
you try to get on with $1.50?
Actually, no, that's not even that. I was like, yo, anybody know how much the bus is? Like, I'm asking the bus driver, like, yo, how much is the bus? He just looked at me like,
come on, man.
Come on, bro.
You know, we still got a sign right here, though, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, $2? Damn, I remember when the bus was 65 cents type shit. Showing my age right there. With like $1 with a transfer. So, and the bus still smelled like homeless piss.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like, I like taking the bus because number one, it gives me personally a lot of time to number one think. Number two, I like to listen to a lot of music and work on my podcast while I'm on the bus. Then I feel like a regular person. I don't feel like, I'm separating myself from the people.
You don't feel like a regular person in a car? Like, I still feel regular. I still listen to my music.
Not as like, I feel like...
I can stay in my car when I get to where I'm going if my song is on, and I can just listen to that shit.
Well, yeah, I could do that too with my headphones on too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But you see, the thing too is like, being from New York, one thing I love about public transportation is people watching. Because you don't know what this person is going through. Like, it could be... Like, sometimes when I'm on the bus, and I'll see like a mother get on the bus, and she's getting on the bus every day with me. It's like, damn. I remember when my mother used to do this type shit, like getting on the bus and going to work and then having to come home, me not doing the dishes or me not taking the chicken out the door. And now she's mad about this and mad about that. But it's like, I like seeing regular people doing regular things. It humbles me.
Regular people drive, dog.
I know, regular people drive too. I know regular people drive.
Regular people drive, man.
But you see, there's the other thing, right? When I'm on the bus, I don't have to worry about gas. Like, me personally, I don't have to worry about dealing with asshole drivers, like cutting you off and then driving slow just to get to a red light. I don't have to worry about parking. I don't have to worry about insurance. I don't have to worry about a lot of bullshit. I could just I'm basically sitting there going along for the ride. And if I don't like it, I could always get off the bus and walk. Or get one of those new bikes or scooters that they have around the city now. So,
them fucking tourist bikes.
Yeah, they're actually a neat idea, and they're serviceable.
I'm surprised they're not getting stolen more, to be honest.
People try to steal them, but they have GPSs on them. Like, they have devices that they can locate the thing. So if you try to steal it, they'll find you. Like, but why would you want to get caught stealing a scooter and go to prison for that?
Yo, plus, it's all those bikes, the bright red bikes with the baskets on it and shit. Like, I stole this shit.
Yeah, man. The unisex ones with the crossbar that dips in. So you can't really be masculine trying to steal one of them bikes. Like go to prison and tell people what I'm in here for stealing bikes that you could rent for 15 cents after paying $1 for the app. I don't think
you're gonna go to prison.
Yeah, but they would have you.
You'd have to steal a lot of bikes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They're just gonna slap you around a little bit and put you in
it depends
intake for a couple days.
It depends on what strike you're on too. You don't want that to be a third strike.
Damn. Yeah, that would suck in like Cali. We don't have 3 strikes out here.
Nah, but still, like you just don't want
third strike. You get caught stealing a scooter.
Yeah. First one was attempted murder. Somehow you got off of that. Right? Then it's bribery, like white collar crime type shit. Right? Trying to embezzle money and shit. And the third one's stealing bikes. Like the progression of your thievery and your career has went backwards. You went from college to high school to first grade. Come on, man. Like,
as a judge, I'm just laughing, yo.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. You come into my courtroom like, what are you here for? And I look down, I'm like, oh, this is your third strike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yo, it says here that you stole one of those scooters, those rentable scooters. You just tried to steal that shit?
Nah, look, the bus was late, right? Trying to get to Shorty's house. It was about to rain. I wasn't trying to go to a house all wet like that. She's supposed to be the wet one, not me. So I figured I'd just take the bike and everything will be cool.
Yes, but Mr. Alexis, there's no reason for you to just try to keep the bike.
Nah, but I'm saying,
it's not your bike.
I had to get home too. So it's like, her boyfriend was about to come home. So it was like, I had to get out of there. So I had to zoom out off on the bike. Like number one, the bike is dumb bright. So it's like, what kind of getaway am I making with that?
You're not really making a getaway, Mr. Alexis. Life in prison.
Yeah, damn. Strike 3.
Strike 3.
Yeah. And then trying to explain to the big dude tapping me on the shoulder. Like, yo, what you in here for, B?
You just go with your first crime.
Yeah.
You just always go with your first crime, son.
Attempted murder, motherfucker. Nah, word on the street is you try to steal a bike after I killed the motherfucker. That's what I was trying to
And technically, that's not a lie.
No, it's just, the timeline.
After I killed the motherfucker, I stole a bike.
Yeah.
And that's how they caught me, because I was one of those bikes with the GPS and shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When you in a hurry, you ain't really thinking.
Yeah, I just hopped up on the bike and was just trying to get out of there, know what I mean? Like, this ain't my bike. They ain't gonna trace this back to me. Like, what kind of... Yeah, your life is tough if that's the case.
Yeah, I wonder if judges in third strike states do, like, umpire shit.
Say foul ball.
Well, yeah, the strikeout. The strikeout move.
Oh, shit, like, whatchamacallit?
You're in prison.
Like Naked Gun. Palazzo. You're out. No, but seriously though, like, why would you?
You're in jail forever.
Nah, but you think they'll ever call like a foul ball, like a foul tip on your third strike? Be like, nah, you know what? I can't put you away for life for this. Like,
most judges are fucking assholes, dog.
Yeah, they are. But I still treat them like regular people. They're just doing their job.
I know some judges, and they're cool-ass dudes.
Oh, yeah.
When they're not being judges. It's like cops. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of cops.
Yeah.
I probably know more cops than is comfortable for me to be knowing.
That many cops?
That many cops. You know. And then like I work at the clubs, so you see the detail guys. Those are always never the guys that pull you over though.
No.
And you're like, yo, is Joey working? They're like,
yeah, getting pulled over.
They're like, yeah, he's over on the south side right now, but you know you were speeding, right? You're like, fuck.
Yeah, yep. Doing 90 in a residential.
Or like, you know a cop, or you know somebody you went to high school and now they're a cop. Mm-hmm. So you try to name drop them and hit them on the radio. Like, yo, you know the dude named Daryl? And they're like, Daryl, nah.
Daryl what?
Oh, from high school?
Nah, that nigga owe me money.
Yeah, nah. Yo, take him to jail, yo.
Nah, man. Yo, you still got that $15 that I left him. And he ain't give me back my Method Man mixtape, man. Like, fuck that nigga. Like, yo.
He still got my purple tape.
Yo, for real, son. Nah, lock him up. Teach that nigga a lesson for real.
Yeah, that's the worst. That would be the worst. When you name drop a cop, and he don't come to your rescue, then you gotta see that dude because it's probably a dude you see all the time. Because you wouldn't name drop him if you didn't know him, right?
Yeah.
And you see him like you coming to work and he's working the detail and shit, and you're like, bro. He was like, yo, man, I didn't say you could use my name, yo, but I see, you know, fuck.
Yo, you got $15 now? we gonna be straight?
Yo, do I come to your job and name drop you?
Yeah,
and you're like, dude.
You can next time you come to the strip club.
Right? Or he's the dude who always fixes your tickets.
Oh, yeah.
But then you get pulled over and he pretend like he don't know you. You be like, yo, you done fixed like 10 tickets.
Yo, come on, B. Nah, remember when you called me a pussy back in high school? And you didn't want to pass me the ball? Remember that? Nah, I don't remember that. Nah, well, I do. Some real dumb shit like that. Yo, wow, how do we get down this rabbit hole?
Yo, we started talking about Jill Scott.
Damn.
And we just ended up here somehow.
Driving, and then what'd you do if you ended up in prison? Like excuses, like how to wiggle out of shit?
What you've just witnessed is what happens when the show goes off the tracks.
No, that's just natural conversation between folks, though, sometimes, you know? It's not always going to be...
Not everything remains focused here on the Saturday morning conversation.
No. But...
you know, back after it.
It's a conversation amongst friends, you know?
You know, it's a... You know, sometimes you got to take a right.
And another right.
And another right. And then a left to get back on the road where you just was.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's like when your GPS tries to take you around traffic... So it makes you get off the highway and it drives you through like some little fucking small town to get back on the highway.
Oh, man.
Still in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
But it's lighter traffic, so to the GPS it makes sense.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Would you rather wait 15 minutes in that traffic or 12 minutes in this traffic? You do the math.
Yeah, but I just spent 15 minutes driving through this little ass town.
It's 12 minutes in traffic. You do the math. Right? If 3 minutes is that much to you, you should have just stayed on that road.
Waze is like the conversation you have with your girl sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't drive, so I just sit there and I just try to be the best.
You just go wherever the car's going.
Yep. I'm like, yo, where the fuck you going? I know where I'm going. All right, well, all right. You know where you're going. As long as one of us do.
Yo, my lady hates to follow directions. Like, she don't trust the GPS.
Oh, man. You know what? One time we was going out to... Where were we going? We was gonna go see... Nah, it wasn't... Yeah, I think it was that show. Yeah, we went to go see Stevie Wonder out in Connecticut. And it took us these back roads, right? It didn't take us 95. It took us, like, the back roads. And the worst part was on these back roads, I saw, like, in one of the houses, you know, like how they have the rickety, like, houses in the country and shit like that. One of these houses really had... out in the front, in their little porch area, a noose hanging up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, yo, this GPS is really taking me to get it, like, lynched out this motherfucker. Like, I don't know if I want to go and see Stevie Wonder this bad. But end up going to see him, and then like we saw the house on the way back home, and it's like, yo, down in these countries, you don't know what the fuck be going on, man. It's straight deliverance type time.
Yeah, depending on where you're at, it definitely can be. I done come back from some weddings, like when I do sound and shit, and you're like, you drive way out to, I don't know, small town, like Massachusetts or some little towns,
small town Barry,
where they have those like covered bridges and like the water wheels and shit.
The Majestics.
Yeah, and then you come back, but it's like mad Twilight Zone and shit. It's just like you're the only dude on the road. It's like corn on both sides type shit. Farmland. You're like, where am I?
No street light.
No lights. You got to use your high beams. But then like you're the only car for like miles. Like you're so happy when you see another car, or like by the time you get to the highway and you're like, whew, I made it. Because I done seen enough movies to know that those roads are the roads where people get dragged off and never seen again. Yo, I speed through that shit. I don't give a fuck. I run the red lights because I'm not gonna be the one. I treat that shit like if you're driving in like real seriously dangerous cities at night, run the fucking red light. Because what's the worst that's gonna happen? You get pulled over by the cops. Cops got guns. You're a little bit safer. You know what I'm saying? Well, depending on the city. But I'd rather take my chance. I'd rather take my chance. I don't know. Like if I'm chilling at a stoplight in, I don't know, South Side Chicago, like there's a large possibility that I could get robbed at that stoplight.
Yeah.
If I just run the stoplight,
you get pulled over.
I get pulled over. I'm less likely to get robbed.
Yeah, because once the cops come, then the people are like,
yeah.
You can call backup.
Yes, officer, I did run that light. I'm really sorry. I'm just, it's my first time here. I'm fucking not trying to get robbed.
Yeah, I thought I saw a nigga in the bushes over there, too.
Looked like a dude was coming up on me. It was my life or his. I just pushed the gas and went. I'll take my ticket. I'll pay that shit right now. I don't really care.
It was him or me. And I like that, him.
Right?
In that case.
Same when I'm out in those fucking deep wood shits. I speed to the highway. Pull me over. I don't give a fuck. And people don't realize this. I'd rather be in the streets of New York, right? In a bad part of town with somebody, right? And, now, mind you, it's a bad part of town. Or even south side of Chicago, right? Or Detroit, man. Like, Detroit is like home for me. Yeah. Like, yo, why you vacation in Detroit? I don't know. I feel comfortable there. Like,
yeah, there's my home.
Like but when you go to cities like that, you already know what it is. So you already got your head on the swivel.
Yep.
You don't get that relax. You don't get out at the gas station and leave your car running.
Yeah, no doofy shit.
While you stroll around the Shell station looking for snacks.
Yeah.
Your car's running with your phone right on the thing.
Yep.
On a little phone holder, like all out in the open.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't understand why people do that. But you see, like, I feel more comfortable in that setting than alone on the streets in, like, small town Barry, Massachusetts. Or, like, East Buttfuck, Rhode Island. Like, that's me personally. I'd rather be with somebody in a bad part of town than alone in a quote-unquote good neighborhood. Because any fuckery can happen in a good neighborhood. Like, one time, when we was younger, back in high school, I was walking from our boy's house that used to live behind Hope High School, right?
Yeah.
So walking, it was like 12 o'clock in the morning. It was like after one of them school dances back in high school. So I stayed there for a little bit, and then my mother was like, "Yo, you need to come home." All right, easy. So I'm walking home. A car zooms by, right, speeding like 90 miles an hour. The dude's like, "Go home, nigga." I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm not paying no attention to you. 2 minutes later, like, no word of a lie, 2 minutes right after that guy zoomed by, a cop comes over and he stops me and he's like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I'm walking home. I told my mother I'll be home like in 10 minutes, and that was 5 minutes ago, so I only got 5 minutes to get home." He was like, "You sure you going home?" I'm like, "Yeah, why, you want to give me a ride?" He was like, "Nah, make sure you go home." I'm like, "All right, yeah, get off these streets." All right, cool, officer. In my head, it's like, all right, you're worried about me walking and not the dude speeding doing 90? All right, whatever. So I'm walking. This cop really makes a block just to make sure I'm going home. As I'm walking into my house, I'm like, all right, thanks for the escort. Like, motherfucker, and I walked inside the house. But again, I do have a lot of cop friends, and I respect cops. Now, I'm against police brutality. I'm not against police. That's like, and the funny thing is if you're against police brutality, people kind of hold it against you like, yeah, against cops. I'm like, no. That's like being against domestic violence and being against marriage at the same time. It's two different things. I support cops because they're there to do a job. I don't support the brutality, violence level of that job. I support marriages. I don't support violence and brutality in a marriage. I don't see how people cross them over. Well, you're, like, especially in football, you're taking a knee for police brutality. Yeah, we're against police brutality and police excessive force. We're not against police. Well, it's the same thing. No, it's not. And that's why I came up with that whole marriage and domestic violence. You could be against domestic violence and not be against marriage. You could be against police brutality and not be against police. People, for some reason, they confuse shit all the time.
It's called the spin.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
Everything gets spun into what makes it good for you.
Yep, what fills your narrative.
And a lot of times, you just get away from the facts. Like, there are lots of good cops. There are lots of bad cops.
Yeah.
There are lots of good police that do bad shit. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, there's different levels when it comes to specifically police. Now, the fact of the matter is, police been killing black folks forever. You know, they've been whooping motherfuckers in the streets forever. And anybody who watched any episodes of Cops in the 90s, when they was throwing dudes downstairs and shit and fighting with the, you know, it was the dude where they fought the naked dude in the barbershop and fucking, you know, cops been brutal. But it's not all cops. It's always like a small cop gang.
Yeah.
You know, it's never like the whole force. Just like in the military, you know what I mean? It's always like the one dude or three dudes who just like, yeah, we're out there killing Hajis. And then there's
Yeah.
But that's not the...
How many gooks you killed today?
Yeah, that's not the... just like this...
Oh, shit. I'm mad I used that phrase.
You know, just like, you know, not all pit bulls are bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's some fucked up pit bulls out there. Just like there's some fucked up cops. You know, I know good cops.
Yeah.
I know some unsavory characters that also wear cop uniforms. You know, you just got to know that in the situation, it's up to you to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that cops don't just randomly shoot motherfuckers, because we done seen that shit.
Yeah, that is true.
But at the same time, it's been my experience that the more comfortable you make him feel, the more likely you are to get the fuck out of there
as quickly
as possible.
Yep.
Because he don't want to get out of his car. And when he gets out of his car, he's already agitated. And when he gets to his car and sees that it's a young black kid, he's already on edge because of the stigma that cops have about the urban community.
Yep.
So, and then we're on edge because of the stigma that police have from our view in the urban community. So now you got two people on edge.
Yep.
Just waiting for an opportunity to say some shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I learned a valuable lesson crossing the border. Into Canada. Only answer the questions that they ask you.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be combative. And you get right through.
Yep.
I brought this lesson to when I get pulled over. Not that I get pulled over often, but ask a cop. You get pulled over, turn your fucking car off, turn your dome light on, roll your window down, keep your hands on the wheel, be fucking polite.
Yeah.
He'll come over. I got pulled over on a suspended license. I don't condone driving with a suspended license, but, you know, motherfuckers got to do what they got to do. Suspended license, no registration, no insurance, in a
stolen car,
in a profile city.
All right.
And a profile city is where they profile folks for being folks.
Yeah. It's usually white neighborhoods that want to keep black people out.
I was in the suburbs.
Yeah.
But so
keeping my people safe.
You know,
I'm serving and protecting
I pull up,
my people.
I'm at a stoplight. I look over. We make eye contact. The light turns green. Obviously, I'm not speeding because I'm at a fucking stoplight. I pull off. I know he's now. I see him pull out. I see he's behind me. So obviously, I'm not going to speed. I'm not going to break any law. Woo, lights come. He comes up to the door. Now, I could be an asshole. But, you know.
Why?
Why? Why?
Yeah.
You know, I done seen enough video to know that, like, this could go horribly wrong. So why not just be nice to him? Good morning, officer. How can I help you? Did I do something wrong? Now, I done already knew that my shit was bold than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to diffuse the situation so that I don't take my black ass to jail. So I ask him, you know, he's like, oh, no, I couldn't see a license plate. Whatever, that's a lie, because I know how I put the bike, because I had a bike rack on my shit. And he's like, oh, the bike rack was covering the license plate, so I had to pull you over. I'm like, okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. Here's my shit, you know, knowing that he's about to run this shit. And now I'm like, damn, who can I call? Because I'm about to fucking go to jail when he runs these plates. And they're going to come back to the car, so it's not stolen, but they expired like 2 years ago. So.
Oh, damn.
No, I was go to jail bold, like tow the car, go to jail, post bail type shit.
Oh yeah. You was a good candidate for that shit.
Oh, for sure. So, he comes back and he's like, "How fucking dare you?" But like he was calm because I was calm. How fucking dare you? I'm like, excuse me? Like, all surprised and shit, like I didn't know he just ran my shit. He's like, you had the nerve to ask me why I pulled you over? I'm like, well, yeah, because I wasn't breaking any traffic laws. He was like...
Yeah, you keep it to the traffic laws, not the other stuff.
And he chuckled. But I think that he chuckled because he was like, wow, this dude really... Like, but anyway, the moral of my story is, I was cool with him, and I was just straight up. I didn't try to, like, fight with him. Yeah. I wasn't trying to, like, talk about
my rights
and shit. Because first, nobody got time for that debate.
No.
I got places to be, and going to jail is not on the list, so I'm just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Like, I think that if more people had that mentality, like,
he's just doing his job.
He's profiling me. I know he's profiling me. I can fight the ticket. Just give me the fucking ticket.
And I'll fight it later.
Because arguing with you in the street is going to either get me taken to jail or shot in my driver's seat. Like, those are the options right now. Go to jail, get shot in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
For being combative. Because these guys are already on edge.
Yeah, because of that.
And you're already on edge.
Yeah.
So I know how I feel when I fucking feel combative and I want to, like, I get aggressive, you know. But they're not. They're like, yo, I'm a good sized dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm 6 feet, 250 something. I'm bigger than most of these motherfuckers. So he don't want that smoke. I don't care what kind of training he got.
Yeah.
He's going to use the weapons he got. So maybe I don't get shot in the chest, but I'm also not trying to get tased.
Or choked out.
Or beat with a billy club.
Apparent chokeout.
Or have him call his backup, because his backup is on the radio. I got to scroll through and text my motherfucker, hey, dog, come over here. Nah, that's just not how. By the time you get there.
And me on my rental bike.
By the time you hop on the bus and come to where I'm at, catch an Uber, walk a couple blocks, I'm already fucked up.
Yeah, get the scooter. Yo,
D,
I ain't got space on the scooter for you, dog. Yo, how you getting to the hospital, B?
I got here as fast as I could. Damn, they got you hogtied?
Damn.
Fuck, son.
Damn, I can't even put you in the basket on this bike, B.
So, the advice from Caveman on how to not get shot in the chest by the police is just be nice.
Be respectful.
Just be nice. Be respectful. Answer the questions that they ask you. Don't divulge any information that you don't have to. Don't get out of your car.
Well,
because that's well within your rights.
Yeah. Stay in your car.
I'm staying in my car. I'm not getting the fuck out.
But you know what though? Like, very oddly, I've been pulled over a lot of times.
You remember that time we got pulled over outside the bank?
That's another situation. I was actually gonna talk about the paintball one when we was in East Providence, and they thought that we was riding around shooting people in paintball, and I'm in the back sitting in the middle, and they're like, "Yo, let's see your hands." I'm like, "How am I shooting people with paintballs from the?" I'm like, "Look! It's not me. It's not me. It's not me." But yeah, like got pulled over with that. Pulled over with the Newport Creamery when we turned out of the thing.
Yo, that was...
And the tires were flat.
It was like, 13 cops just showed up out of nowhere.
And we're not going to snitch on nobody, but yeah, them boys was messing around with the ATM machine, and they came into Newport Creamery, and they was talking to us real quick, and then they ran out the back. Like, okay, whatever. Didn't know that they were the ones really messing with it until we tried to pull out, and the cops stopped us. But yeah, my father was always like, yo, they're just regular people. You know, talk to them with respect. You know, hopefully they'll treat you with respect. If they want to be an asshole and a jerk, you just do what you're supposed to do. So that way.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the one time where it's okay to not return the energy.
Yeah.
So you could get the fuck out. Like,
approach them like you would approach your grandmother or your mother or your father.
The simple rule is you want to get the fuck out. Remember the badge number. Like, get his name.
Oh, yeah.
And then report that shit where he can't shoot you in the chest. That's it.
Yeah.
Get the fuck on, son. Like, I don't have time. I just don't have enough time to argue with you.
You see, now I feel like before people used to just get beat the fuck up like Rodney King. Now it's like...
Now they're just shooting niggas in the chest, dog.
Yeah, because they rather pay for the funeral than pay for your recovery and money afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And even with that, even when they get that money in the settlement, like the families, I don't even think the police office are the ones paying the family. I think it's the taxpayers that are paying the family.
Yeah, I believe it is the city.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, so the cop just killed somebody, and the parents just got rewarded $15 million. Cop department don't pay for it. It's not coming out of their pension. It's coming from the taxpayers now. So it's like, wait, so we're paying these guys to serve and protect us. They're killing us, and when they make mistakes, we have to pay for their mistakes on top of that. That's the shit that messes me up. But I'm not the type of dude that, like, I'm not a menacing kind of guy. And I get pulled over walking. Like, I got pulled over walking one time.
That one time, man. Because you look like a felon. Walking around wearing all this
Wu-Tang shit.
All this Wu-Tang Knicks shit. Like, obviously, you're the enemy in Red Sox Nation wearing all this
Yankee
Knicks shit.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but Knicks are harmless. Come on now.
Fucking guy. You're not got on no fucking Celtics gear?
Nah, fuck them green bastards.
You got no Celtics gear on, you must be up to trouble.
No leprechauns dancing and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You're up to trouble. Yo, Kyrie had 40-something last night, though.
Kyrie's a beast. You see, like, look, there's... And now starting to talk sports now, but really and truly, though, there's teams I don't like, and then players that I like end up going to that team. Like, I love Kevin Garnett. Don't like Kevin Garnett when he was with the Celtics. Love Kyrie Irving. Don't like him with the Celtics. Like, that's just the thing. Like, yeah, I could like a player. I like Scottie Pippen. Didn't like him with the Bulls because they were always beating my Knicks. Like, it's just the way it is with me. Like, I could like a player, but not like a team. But I'm like, if LeBron, you're not a LeBron fan. Let me see. My favorite player, yeah, probably Scottie Pippen. If Scottie went to the Celtics, I'll still like Scottie. I hate the Celtics. You know, that's just it is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a little, like, I mean, aside from the Knicks that seem to get all the Michigan players that came out in the last couple of years. Yeah.
But no.
Like, I fucking hate Duke. And right now, like, some of the best players in the league
Zion
are from Duke. This kid Zion Williamson.
All right, see, everybody keeps saying LeBron. I'm seeing more Larry Johnson than anything. Like, because Larry Johnson had hops. Larry Johnson had handle
This Duke
before
team,
the injury.
This Duke team reminds me of, like, was that the early '90s UNLV team? That's the one that had Larry Johnson on it, right?
Yep.
Like
Stacey Augmon.
Stacey Augmon. Like those dudes are. Yeah, he's 6'7".
Yep.
6'8", 260.
Yeah, they said he put on weight before he went to college,
260, 270. Some people say it's like 280.
And he's quick.
He's 18.
Oh shit! I didn't know
He's
he was that
only
young.
18. He's not even done.
Well, see, the problem with him though that has to get guarded is that he doesn't balloon any more than he is right now.
He's gonna grow into. He's only gonna get stronger.
Yeah, he's gonna get stronger.
Like you gotta remember, like this kid never worked out in high school.
Yeah, so
Now he's on like a
big.
college workout regimen from, you know what I mean? And I mean, I played sports in college. Like they put you on like almost like a pro style workout regimen. So he's gonna gain mad muscle and like trim down the fat because he's working out and eating differently than he was probably just eating everything in his house in high school.
Yeah.
But he's
half dozen eggs.
Yeah,
every morning.
You know, it's 6'8", 280, but he moves like he's 220.
Yeah.
And he jumps like he's 180.
Yo,
he got like a 45-inch vertical.
That's what I'm like, yo, this dude is really like Larry Johnson because people forget that Larry Johnson is one of my favorite players. That's the reason why, like, I'm looking at him that way because Larry Johnson was explosive. And he wasn't just explosive. Like, Larry Johnson, like, he was the type of dude, after he'll dunk on you, he'll yell in your face with that one gold tooth, and then just run down the court. And then block your shit. And then pass it to Stacey Augmon. And then get it to Anthony Hunt. And then there's the alley-oop, dunk it, again. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? Yeah, that's why he was my dude. Like, I love me some Larry Johnson. When the Knicks ended up getting Larry Johnson, he was a shell of himself in a sense, where he was more so shooting three-pointers, and he was barely... I think I only saw him dunk like twice with the Knicks. But that's what happens. But yeah, I just hope that Zion doesn't eat himself out of the gym, though. That's for damn sure.
Nah, I don't think he will. I think he'll be all right. If he can just got to work on his jumper. Because, you know, we both know that you ain't going to be able to maintain that level of athleticism, you know, for a long period of time without some kind of jumper. Like you see all these big leapers, they come in and they bang on everybody for a couple years.
In
college, and then even in a couple years into the pros. I mean, Vince was yamming on people for a while.
Blake
Griffin,
Sean
Kemp, motherfucking Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson.
Ginobili. Like, some of these dudes like just came in, and you're like, well, Ginobili was like the weirdest because he was left-handed and he was little, but he banged on a lot of people.
He did, but I wouldn't put Ginobili in the like dunker like the what's that dude? Gerald Green, the one that won the the one that won the slam dunk contest. Like, he was a dunker, but he found a way to keep himself in the league by developing a jumper and having a good work ethic, showing up to practice, not being high at practice, you know, just the basic shit. Like, people forget that. Even if you play sports, some of the basics is what teams are looking for. Like, as much as, like, I don't like Austin Crochet and I think he's a piece of shit as a player, he showed up in practice. He showed up and stayed in the league. Even somebody like Jeremy Lin, like that fraudulent dude, like, oh my goodness, I'm not even gonna run down like how fraudulent that guy is.
Yeah, we already know how you feel about Jeremy Lin.
Oh my goodness, that fuck. But either way, he stayed in the league this long with zero type of game. Like, the only thing that you really have to do to shut this guy down, give him full court pressure. Like, this guy cannot get the ball past half court if you put full court pressure on him. Like, all these years in the league, he still can't break that full court pressure. Like, he just loses his mind. Either way, all you have to do is just show up to practice, have a good work ethic, be a good teammate, stay in your lane, and not try to be the superstar when everybody know you're not the superstar. Right? That's it. And then you can make millions of dollars. You know? And be tall. But I mean,
as long as Vince, like my earlier point, As long as Zion works on his jumper, he can have a long career like Vince. Came in, banging on everybody, got a little jump shot. You don't need like a 17-footer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll still always be able to get to the basket.
Oh, yeah.
At 6'8", 280.
But you see, like, and that's the thing, too, with players like him, we see what they're doing now. The way I see it is what he does after his first injury. If it's an ankle injury or a leg injury, something that affects his jumping ability. Because that's when people usually work on their jumpers, because Vince had knee problems, so he had to work on his jumper. Larry Johnson had that microfracture. He had to work on his jumper. Amari Stoudemire had to work on his jumper. Like, only dude that still does not, as a big man, does not have a jumper is little T-Rex hands Dwight Howard. Like, this dude, like, he still cannot develop a jumper. No matter how much he worked with Akeem Olajuwon, I think Akeem was like, look, dude, you're making me look bad. I can't have you come practice with me no more. Like, Dwight Howard still has not developed a jumper. As big as this dude is, not even a little jump hook, something a little simple. No, this dude is pure alley-oop, pick and roll alley-oops. That's all he does. But my thing is I want to see, like, how he does without an injury, because Grant Hill, Derrick Rose, there's a lot of dudes' careers that have been derailed because of simple injuries. Penny Hardaway, like, oh man, but Zion, he's looking like the headliner in this draft.
Yeah,
that's for damn sure.
I mean, they'll probably go 1, 2, 3.
You think so? Duke players, first time ever. 1,
I think
2, 3?
they'll go 1, 2, 3. To be honest,
Yeah, my brother's a Duke fan.
I'm not a Duke fan at all. I mean, fuck Duke.
Yeah, I'm not a Duke fan.
On a lot of levels, you already know. As a Michigan fan, it's almost like, why the fuck? I can't be fucking with them.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't really fuck with college basketball no more. Because again, with the whole Big East basically crumbling and not being the same, like Georgetown was my shit. Like Georgetown was my team. Matter of fact, Georgetown was basically everybody's team. The Hoyas.
Nah,
it wasn't. Oh, well, Yale, Michigan.
Nah, I never fucked with Georgetown. I did like, obviously like the guys Iverson and Patrick Ewing. Mm-hmm. Lonzo.
You're not an Othello Harrington guy.
Nah, I
didn't like when the Knicks got him, to be honest. But like that was my squad. The Big East with Georgetown, St. John's. Just all those matchups, like that's when sports was sports for me. Like now that I've grown up and I started to see the filthy side of all of it, I don't really like contributing to watching these college games, knowing how much the school and everybody makes, and basically they're saying, well, we're paying for the kids' schooling. Like, yeah and no, because you're paying for their schooling, but if they want to get some extra food, like either they have to have a friend that hooks them up with something, or they have to try to break the rules to get an extra little bit of coin to buy something to eat. But it is what it is. Everybody's getting taken advantage of when it comes to college sports.
Oh, for sure.
And that's why it's kind of hard for me to continue to contribute to that shit scene. But seeing that, we talk sports so far. Wait, matter of fact, before we get out of the sports zone, aren't you supposed to be running something coming up soon?
Shit, yeah. I almost forgot about that shit, man. That's what happens when you
get old.
You start to forget shit. My dad likes to call them senior moments.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you got.
But yeah, running a 5K, man. We got I built a little run club. It's called 223 or 223 running performance.
2223.
223.
So 223.
223. Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
It's my birthday, man.
Oh, is it? Oh shit! Oh yeah, it is.
Come on, dog.
No, I was like, oh, damn, that's not even 227. Like, where you get 223?
Pisces season is upon us. But yeah,
that's the age of Aquarius. Come on, now.
This guy. Anyway, so yeah, I just use my birthday numbers, and it sounds cool. You know what I mean? 223 running performance. It's right now. It's just me and my lady and her friend from school and her teacher friends, Deanna. There might be a few more people out there. My mom is pretending like she's gonna get out there and walk with us. I'm gonna run ish, But, there'll be some walkers,
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I learned about running these 5Ks, right? I used to be like, oh man, I can't run another 5K. I've been running 5K since college. I'm not in running shape. And then you get out there, and there's mad people walking. I might have mentioned this before from the last one, but it's just, don't let your level of fitness stop you from doing shit like that. Because there's enough motherfuckers who's out there walking that it's not like you're going to be the last one unless you like really walking slow. Because it's like old people walking, like ladies walking, kids walking with their strollers and their dogs. And, it's like a family thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're out there walking, so you get in like a little bit of shape. Maybe some people are raising money for charity, but not everybody is an elite runner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you've been wanting to do that shit, just do that shit. And every year I'm like, I'm going to run 5Ks, and then I don't run any of them. And so this year I was like, fuck that. I'm going to just get out there. And if I run a little bit, walk a little bit, you know what I mean? Then that's what it is.
All right.
Fuck it. I know that I can walk a 5K in under 45 minutes. I know that I'm going to be not the slowest.
Wait, how long is 5K?
3.1 miles.
3.1? Okay.
So, basically, it's about an hour. So it's an hour out of your day. You get your workout in. You get all your cardio. You know what I'm saying? You get a cool ass shirt. But you're not going to be only one. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 3 in now. Wait, yeah,
3.
3
Yeah,
already. So I'm gonna hit my 5 because I'm running Thanksgiving and I'm running on December 2nd the Jingle something race downtown.
The Jingle All the Way race?
Yeah, some shit.
With Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Come on, man. Wow.
Nah, that's one of my favorite holiday movies. I'm going to put that out there. That's one of my favorites. Jingle All the Way. No, because I used to work at Hasbro at the time, and we used to get a lot of phone calls about toys. You're ruining my kid's Christmas. Oh, my goodness. Know how many times people told me that shit?
Probably a million.
More than enough.
It's the same people that used to call me at the bank and tell me that I'm the reason why their account is overdrawn. Why they charge them so many fees.
You're supposed to be balancing their checkbooks,
Yeah,
too.
fuck that. I got in trouble one time because I told a lady, I was like, lady, we're not responsible for balancing your checkbook. That's your job. I got pulled into the office. There's a whole long thing. But yeah, run the 5Ks, man. Get out there. If you got to walk a little, fuck it. There's a lot of people walking. You know what I mean? If you can run it, then run it.
Is 5K the least amount that they let people do?
For adults, yeah. They always do like a little fun run.
For kids?
For kids, it's usually like a half a mile or a mile or something.
Oh, that's me all day.
Pushing
kids over. Move, you little punk.
Actually, in Detroit this year, they did a mile run.
Oh, all right.
They did a mile run, they did a 5K, and then they did a marathon.
All right, so let me ask though, like, do you run in the rain?
It's an all-weather thing, man.
All right.
I mean, I don't like to train in the rain because there's perfectly good treadmills everywhere. But there's no replacement for the road.
Yeah.
If you're going to run road races, at some point, you're going to have to get out and run on the road because you can't simulate the elements, the road. Like, you can't, like, the little shit you got to hop over, potholes and
uneven sidewalks.
Uneven sidewalks. A lot of it you run in the street. Most streets are slanted a little bit, so you got to get used to running like on the roads. Plus, the treadmill moves the road for you. It's different. It's different. If you're tired, then the road on the treadmill, that's going to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. Try to stop on the treadmill.
Yeah.
See what happens.
But
actually,
when you're out there,
don't do that shit.
When you're out there on the actual roads, you got to push her. You have to move yourself. So it's a little different. But, I mean, I ran to college. So for me, it just feels good to be able to run a little bit again. But for those who have never run, it's still something to get started into. And they're like a little addictive. And like what I do is I try to run one a month. And it kind of keeps me
conditioned
in the mode to run them. So like if I'm not signed up for a 5K, I'm not going to run. Like I'm going to do like a little 20 minutes here, a little bike here, a little row machine here. Like I'm going to try to change up my cardio. But when I got a 5K on the schedule, then I tend to stay in running mode. It's like when I was running in school, I had track meets coming up. So I would run all during the school year. but it was tough for me to run in the summer because I didn't have shit going on. And I also hate to run by myself.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll work out with a group of people, but I hate to run alone for some reason. Like, I can't. It's just more fun to have somebody to run with. Like, you can pace with them, and it's like weird competition.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, but as long as I got something coming up, it will, like, kind of force me back into run mode. And then eventually, you know, hopefully I'll be back to, like, running every day.
All right, so what's the biggest hazard that you would say about running?
I mean, aside from the damage it does to, like, your knees.
Yeah, that's why I don't run, because my knees are done shit.
I mean, my knees are bad. I brace up.
I know that one thing back in, like, high school, and when I left high school and a little bit in college, went and got my knees checked out. They said that I have a subflexing patella, number one, meaning, like, my knees bending, so I got to strengthen up my legs. But then they were saying that I'm getting the cartilage in my knees is deteriorating. Because I used to just abuse myself playing sports.
Right.
Like when I was younger.
So there's a lot of, like, physical hazards as far as, like, you're running on a hard surface. Mm-hmm. However, shoes
make a difference.
Are much better than they were even 20 years ago.
That's
right.
Right.
So, like, all the new technology that came out 20 years ago when I was running in college, it's like 10 times better than it was.
You know what? Somebody actually told me, like, a runner, like, at the bottom of your shoes, to look at the way that it curves at the bottom of your shoe, because you could tell, like, the way that you walk, the different type of ways. Because, like, you see how on this shoe, nobody listening can see it, but you see how my shoe has this little curve to it at the bottom? It's supposed to be for people that walk a certain way. So, like, when you really get into it,
if you're going to run, like, you got to go out, you got to have all the right equipment. Yeah. You know, if you're over a certain age, compression is key. I would say wear compression anyway, even if you're not, you know, in your late 20s, early 30s, because that's when your body really starts to break down. I wear a knee brace, I wear an ankle brace, just kind of keep my shit together.
Let me ask, though, because I hear it a lot, but it's more for marathoners, nipple chafing. Never heard of that happening, or you never had that?
That's never happened to me, dog.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I'm sure it happens. You get sweaty, and then the material
keep rubbing on
your nipples. Like, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
but
no, it's a real thing.
I mean, it's probably like a much longer race.
Yeah,
you know.
So that's not really a 5K.
It's not really a 5K thing,
all right,
unless you're wearing, like, real abrasive material
and got sensitive nipples.
Yeah, right. I can't see that being like a real thing for a 5K race. You're out there for like 45 minutes. And
I wasn't asking about your nipples chafing. I was just asking in general.
In general. I don't really have any expert knowledge on nipple chafe.
Yeah, and I don't need to know about what happens.
However, I'm sure that there are things that you could buy for your nipples. Just put some pasties on, dog. You'd be good.
Yeah, that too.
You know, or like the little Band-Aids or whatever. Something to stop your nipples from rubbing up again on shit.
Vaseline.
But shoes are the most important, man. You know what I mean? Like, don't buy cheap shoes. Spend a couple $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100 and change.
Do you suggest that somebody go to a running store to buy their first pair of shoes? Because in that case, you see, like how I was telling you, like how the bottom of the shoes turn. I mean, because some people got pigeon toes.
What you do?
Some people walk a certain way.
This is how you get around it.
Bow-legged people.
I mean, recommend the running places are going to have just the same shoes as everywhere else. But because it's like a running store, it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive.
15% upcharge.
But if you go in there like, hey, I'm trying to start running, just want to see, you know, they'll put you on a little machine, and then you try on some shoes.
Take the numbers and go somewhere else.
Then you take the numbers, you go somewhere else and get those shits. You know what I mean? It's like,
oh, hell yeah.
But I do recommend fucking with the running shoe, the places, or just pay attention. Like, all you gotta do is look at the bottom of your shoe, like New Balance and what's the other store? Nike and all those places. They all have like.
How about Brooks?
Brooks is a good shoe.
Are Saucony's still good running shoes?
Yeah. There's some people that still run Saucony's or Saucony, depending on where you're from. Right now, I think Brooks is probably killing it as far as like the top running shoes for road racing. All right. I rock with I got a Swiss company called On,
Okay.
That shoe was like I ran that 5K and had like no like foot pain, none of that. My legs didn't even hurt. Like,
oh shit!
But it's because of the technology in the shoe and how it disperses
the energy.
So spend the money. You know, all you gotta do is watch a marathon. Go Google whatever the most recent marathon was, New York.
Oh yeah, that was last week.
Couple weeks ago, last week. Mm-hmm. You look at and just watch the video and look at the shoes that people are wearing.
Yeah.
You know, the top guys are probably all wearing Brooks or Diodora or Asics.
Diodora, I never heard that.
Maybe not Diodora. That's more soccer, or they're wearing Asics or something. You know what I mean? So wear what the pros wear, man. Like these guys do shit for a living, and they probably go through a new pair of shoes every marathon. You know, whatever the Kenyans are wearing, it's not gonna make you faster.
No,
but
it's not gonna make you fly like Mike.
But they're wearing the shit that doesn't hurt their body.
Yeah, because that's another thing too. That's another reason why I don't run outside of my knee pain, is that I can't take certain medications because I'll get internal bleeding and my body doesn't react to it. So if I work out and I get pain, I can't take Advil. I can't take the Aleve. Like I could probably run some like icy hot or whatever it is on my body, but
CBD, dog.
Yeah, CBD.
CBD is the key.
All right.
I just got some. I've been using it. It's better than any kind of icy hot. If I could get a massage in CBD,
label out.
Mm-hmm. I'd get my massages with CBD. Like literally, I put some on my shoulder this morning, and then within like 30 seconds, my pain was gone. Migraines, all that shit. So, it's just topical. It doesn't take away. Like if you got some real damage in your muscles, it's just gonna mask that shit.
Yeah,
you should definitely go see a doctor. But for those like little achy, you know what I'm saying, like 35 plus pain.
Yeah, shoveling snow,
all of that. CBD
my body's
is the way to go.
Yesterday still, because that snow was heavy.
It was wet.
Oh my
it was
goodness,
terrible.
that shit was heavy.
Snowing everywhere right now.
Yo, hey. that was heart attack snow yesterday, because that's the type of shit that it looks fluffy on the top, and then when you go to move it and you go to lift it the first time, like, oh shit.
The shit was fucking ultra heavy.
Oh my goodness.
And the worst part about it for me is that I shoveled out my lady because she got to go to school. She didn't have an hour delay, but her daughter had an hour delay. So I go to take her to the bus stop. When we leave the house, guess what's not there anymore? The fucking snow. It all fucking rained away. Because I just shoveled like the top of the driveway so she could get out. You know. But when I went back, I was like, okay, I'll shovel the rest of the driveway. Man, it's fucking all the snow's fucking rained away.
Nah, see, this is the whack shit.
Some bullshit.
This is the whack shit because on the block, right? If you go down the street, there's only probably 2 houses that actually have sidewalk. Not grass. Actual pavement sidewalk. Our house is one, and there's probably another one. And this is what happens. People be walking their dog on the street the whole time, right? They come by our house, they'll walk on the pavement. Now, if they're walking on the pavement and they slip, that's a lawsuit. I'm not fitting to get somebody to get a comeupping on me slipping on my pavement. Because you was just walking in the street, 5 houses until you got to mine. Why don't you just keep your ass in the street? No, they have to come
That's
to
that mental programming, man. We're programmed to stay on the sidewalk, man.
But see, they will come on to the, like, all right, you're walking your dog. Why don't you walk your dog in the bushes on their sidewalk there? Nope, you're walking in the street with it. Then you come to my sidewalk to walk. So with me...
Because people like walking on the sidewalk, man. I don't really think it's a conspiracy.
But still...
The sidewalk is the safe place to walk.
But if you want your dog to shit, where's the best place for your dog to shit?
In your bushes?
In the grass, right?
Or right on top of your street. It don't really matter. I used to let
Not
my
on my
shit.
pavement and the person next door on their grass.
Nah, you give that shit back to the city, man. I used to let my dog shit in the middle of the street. And I wasn't scooping that shit up.
No. This is the worst part. Most of the dogs wait until they come to our sidewalk.
Yeah, because it probably smells like the last time they shit.
Yeah.
Dogs are scent driven, man.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's going to get to a point
You should
where I
just break up your sidewalk and put some grass down.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. Nah, because then I got weeds and I got to mow that shit too. Nah, that's way too much extra.
Just hire some fucking...
Nah, I know where you're going with that. Nah.
Some landscapers, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna talk about
Damn,
that.
dude.
I thought you was going that caravan route. Nah, I'm good.
The caravan's almost here, man.
Are they?
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but
I haven't heard Fox talk about that shit recently, so I don't know if they were pure boogie monsters.
Nah, I mean, I think it's out there, but who knows if it's ever going to get here. I mean, there's nothing going on right now, so they don't need the distraction. But last what is it, Thanksgiving, right? So we got Thanksgiving movies coming out, man.
Oh, Thanksgiving movies?
What's your favorite Thanksgiving movie?
Thanksgiving movies? They make Thanksgiving movies?
Yeah, boy, there's mad movies coming on Thanksgiving, man.
But actual, like, Thanksgiving movies?
Yeah, it's like Thanksgiving movie season, like Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Christmas. These are, like, important movie times.
Oh, damn. I don't think I have.
Nobody thinks about it, right? Like,
not Thanksgiving movie, like, where the movie is based on people going to their family's Thanksgiving dinner.
No.
Or just a movie that comes out.
Like movies that could, like July 4th blockbusters, like Independence Day. Then you have like Thanksgiving. And then you have Christmas. Those are like the 3 big movie times because like nobody has to work, so a lot of people go.
It's usually sports during Thanksgiving.
Christmas is basketball, and then football on Thanksgiving. But a lot of people go to that early movie.
See, Christmas. Even though basketball is on, there's always the Christmas Story playing on repeat, like for 2 days in a row. So the Christmas Story, that's like basically the ultimate. I know Elf is trying to make their way into the Christmas scene. Now, let me ask you, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
It's just a movie that was done during Christmas time. It's not really about Christmas.
It's not about Christmas, but it's a Christmas movie. It came out on Christmas.
It came out, it's filmed during the Christmas time frame, right?
But it came out on Christmas.
And it came out on Christmas?
It's a Christmas movie.
But it's not about Christmas.
It actually is. It's at a Christmas party.
Christmas is just the backdrop. It's not really the fourth thing. It's not like the fourth.
But it's still.
It's not like Elf where Christmas is the whole thing with Elf. Or like Jingle All the Way. It's all about the getting gifts.
Yeah, but it's every
Christmas.
movie that comes out on 4th of July is not a 4th of July movie.
Like Born on 4th of July?
That's one.
Okay.
But Independence Day, not about.
No, but it's about independence.
No, but it's not a fucking barbecue movie.
Yeah, I don't think I want to entertain myself with that at a barbecue.
I think Men in Black came out on 4th of July, too.
Yeah, a lot of Will Smith movies came out.
I think all Will Smith movies come out on 4th of July.
A good 85%.
That dude makes some fucking... He's like the black Nicolas Cage. He got like 3 good movies.
No,
and then like the rest are just fucking trash. But he has so much money.
No, not Nicolas Cage.
It's like the Will Smith effect. He's like, yo, let's make this movie about weird butterfly pixie bitches and like
pimps,
ugly cops. What the fuck was that movie?
Bright.
Mm-hmm. And they were like,
Bright was decent.
No, that shit was trash. It was visually cool, but like halfway through, you're like, why am I still watching this?
Yeah, you was already too far in.
But you already got the stream, so it's like you already paid for it. Like,
all right, so wait. In that case, I guess this is where.
So yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
But this is where we'll break out our new rating system for movies. Are you gonna pay for it or are you gonna pirate it?
What?
Bright.
I mean, I wish I could have pirated that shit, but I pay for Netflix. So.
Well, no, but
I pay for Netflix. Yeah, they didn't even give me an opportunity to not see that shit in the theaters.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could have passed on it on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I can't pirate it.
Yeah,
because I don't have fake Netflix.
Well, I'm not gonna dry snitch on myself, even though saying I'm not gonna dry snitch on myself is dry snitching on myself. But
I don't have a broken Fire Stick with Cody and all that.
Well, tis the holidays.
I can't watch the illegal download. I just got a regular Fire Stick with Sling and some other shit.
Hey, tis the season.
I'm not really a bootleg dude, to be honest.
Well,
but there's certain shit that I probably should have pirated.
Yeah.
And there's certain shit coming out that I definitely will just wait for that shit to come on, like free TV.
So what's your favorite Thanksgiving movie?
I don't know if I have one, man.
But you asking me?
I know.
Come on, I thought you already had one. All right. So,
I didn't even really have one ready, man. But last year, what was last year? I usually go to a movie with my mom. It's usually some Denzel movie. Denzel drop a lot of movies around this time too.
All right, so let me see then.
But I don't even know what was out last year.
You see, like me personally, like for Thanksgiving, again, I don't really watch movies.
I spend a lot of time cooking on Thanksgiving, so I never watch a Thanksgiving movie on Thanksgiving.
You know
this year it's like Wreck-It Ralph. I really want to see Wreck-It Ralph, dog.
Oh, the new one.
But also Creed comes out this year on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, the 23rd.
So I'm gonna pay for those.
All right, so you're not gonna pirate those.
I'm not gonna pirate those.
Yeah, see, when it comes to black movies, I don't like to pirate them. I prefer to pay for them.
Does it matter?
It does matter. It depends on what black movie. Like, all right, let me put it like this.
So you.
All right, Black Panther, I wasn't pirated.
Nah.
Black Panther, I had to purchase. That was a given. Now,
Did you do what a lot of people did, where you'd buy Black Panther tickets and then go watch some other shit?
No.
Like
There's a lot of people.
I know a lot of people that bought Black Panther. Like they go to the movies to see some other shit that was out.
All right.
And they'd be like, "Let me get 2 for Black Panther," and then they would just go.
But you know what too?
To whatever other movie.
You know what though? Like they had a campaign a while ago about that same scene, about when you go to watch, say, Black Panther, and you pay for your ticket, and then the next thing you know, on your ticket it had a different movie on your ticket. So that meant that the money that you paid to see Black Panther and to support Black Panther went to, say, like a Harry Potter movie instead.
What? Who was doing that?
No, a lot of theaters was doing that until people caught on to them. Like, it's very slick. Like, every time it wouldn't be like, all right, boom, boom, boom. Like, you buy Black Panther, you'll get Black Panther. I'll buy Black Panther, I'll probably get Harry Potter tickets. My girl buy Black Panther, she might get some other movie tickets, but not Black Panther. It's some weird shit that...
see, I always read my movie ticket just to make sure that they tell me the right theater, so...
Yo, they had an actor that was heavily on that campaign, and he was talking about that shit, but I didn't know people was doing it the reverse way. You know? Huh. But, see, that movie I would pay for. But, let me see, who's like, Master P movies? Like,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles came out on Thanksgiving.
Did it?
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That was a fucking pretty funny movie.
That was a good movie.
So did Dutch.
Dutch is a good movie.
Remember Dutch?
Oh, yeah. Dutch is a good movie. That punk-ass little kid. Yep. But
Son of a Woman came out on Thanksgiving.
I don't think I've seen that movie at all yet.
Amazing.
Is it?
Amazing. Shout out to Al Pacino.
Oh, yeah. Hoo-ha.
Grumpy Old Men came out on Thanksgiving.
That's a good one.
I'm looking at the list of, like...
See, I usually watch Mystery Science Theater 3000 because, number one, they're already watching a bad movie, right? And then number two, the comments actually helps the bad movie. So, like, I'm a huge Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan since way back in the day. I still watch that shit.
They didn't change it to 5,000 by now?
Nah. Like, I think the new season on Netflix is coming out pretty soon.
A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving obviously came out on Thanksgiving.
All right, yeah, that's a pretty decent Thanksgiving movie.
So I looked up a quick list here.
All right, let me go.
Rotten Tomatoes.
All right, and
they're a solid site.
And I'll give and if you want to chime in too, Purchase or Pirate.
Well, I mean, they all came out in the 90s.
No, still
looks like it.
No, because right now, like, you can pay to stream it.
Adam's Family Values.
Nah, I'm pirating.
I'm pirating that shit.
Nah, actually, I'm not gonna risk getting caught. I'm waiting for that shit to come on free TV.
Like, free TV.
Yeah, that
obviously Scent of a Woman.
CW.
It's all the same list. Hannah and her sisters.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the lists are all the same.
All right. But yeah.
But not very many blockbusters coming out on Thanksgiving. Looks like.
No.
They usually some kind of family early.
Tearjerker type movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess family could get annoying, and not
Let's
everybody
see
wants.
What's coming out this Thanksgiving? Let me pull up.
This year.
This list is courtesy of Fandango. Label out.
Label out.
Label out T-shirts coming real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag label out.
Oh yes.
All right. Let's see.
All right. So while you're doing that, let me see.
Coming soon. Here we go.
Because I know Creed 2.
Creed 2 comes out on Thanksgiving.
Matter of fact, that soundtrack came out.
Oh, where?
Yeah, I peeped it. It had a few songs that I might use for my podcast, which I'm working on now. As you're doing that.
All right, so what is Thanksgiving? The 22nd?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Thanksgiving is the 22nd. All these movies come out on the Wednesday before, in case you want to go
make your plans. Buy your tickets on Fandango.
These are the Thanksgiving releases. Creed 2.
All right. That's a purchase.
That's a purchase. We're going to purchase that.
All right.
Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Sly Stallone.
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson. Wreck-It Ralph's coming out.
All right.
The new Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's a good kids movie. The first Wreck-It Ralph was kind of funny.
I'm a purchase, but I'm gonna purchase on pause though. I'm gonna pause it before I purchase it, because that's one of the movies that I have to be with the kids to watch. I can't be the only adult in there with no kids watching that movie. Like, it just feels real creepish. Like, I'm supposed to have a van with no windows.
I don't know. I might go see it. I'm gonna probably pay for that one.
No, I'm having a hard time watching Paddington 2. Nobody wants to watch Paddington with me. Like, you know how many times I try to pump my kids to watch that movie with me, and they don't want to watch it? So it's getting to the point where I might have to pirate it by myself. Yeah, I like Paddington Bear, you know? So what?
So, Robin Hood, the new Robin Hood reboot with your boy Jamie Foxx.
Pirate.
And Egerton, the dude from the Kingsman.
Yeah, Eggsy.
Is he also like Red Arrow or Green Arrow? Is he part of that franchise? No.
It looks like him though.
I don't know, man. I like all the Robin Hood movies. There've been like 60 of them.
Yo, I swear, like every 5 or 6 years, 7 years, they have to come out with a new Robin Hood movie, and nothing changes.
Visually, it looks pretty dope.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna probably go watch this, man.
No, but like, come on now. Like, how many times have they even given the story with Friar Tuck's point of view? Like, they have every point of view from like the Disney shit to the new shit. Like, I can't get jiggy with that story anymore. I don't know. I'm not a Robin Hood guy. You're buying that? You're purchasing?
Yeah, I'm gonna purchase that, man. I'm gonna see that shit.
I'm gonna pirate that.
I'm gonna tell y'all how these 3 movies are, because I'm gonna watch all 3 of them in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by the time the next podcast roll around, I will have purchased these. Steve Carell's got a movie coming out called
Beautiful Boy.
Welcome to Marwin.
Oh shit, that one? Oh no, I didn't know about that one.
I don't know.
I know Beautiful Boy is one of those movies.
I'm like on the fence with Steve Carell. Like, I think he's funny, but I think he's like. Is this a cartoon?
He has like a.
It's like an animated thing.
Well, see,
but it's him. But it's animated. At least on the cover.
Well, see, Steve Carell, he has like a dry American British style humor. Yeah. Right. His humor is very British.
And then what's this? The World Before Your Feet.
No. Was that more Carell movies?
No, it's just some other movie coming out on Thanksgiving. I'll probably pirate that shit. Astral comes out on Friday. Becoming Astrid. Marriage Palace.
What?
Shoplifters.
What?
Saturday. Pokemon the movie. Oh, that's pre-sale. All right, yeah. So there's only of the 5 movies. There's 3 that I would purchase and 2 that I would pirate or not ever watch.
Put that shit on pause.
Yeah, like fuck that.
Permanent pause.
I like the first Wreck-It Ralph, so I'm gonna fuck with this new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna peep Wreck-It Ralph eventually.
That's one of those movies where I would have pirated it before. I just did. I watched it on bootleg, and I was like, "Damn, this is fucking funny."
When those sneaky ones.
Yeah, you're like, "All right, I see you, Wreck-It Ralph. I see you."
But aren't you supposed to be cooking on Thanksgiving too?
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a busy day. I'm not gonna watch a movie on Thanksgiving.
Not Thanksgiving night.
Nah, maybe. Depends on how saucy I get.
Saucy. Oh,
Thanksgiving is a saucy holiday because you start drinking when you put the turkey in, and then by the time the turkey's done, everybody's eating. You're at least 3 drinks and a coquito in.
Oh, yeah. Well, watch. Like, see, this is the thing too, because I know it got posted on the Facebook page, the Saturday Morning Conversation. Posted it on Facebook, and it's a little slideshow of things that you shouldn't do. One thing I've realized with doing some of my research, some of the biggest offenders in some of these meals are gelatin and Jell-O. Like, some of these things are totally unnecessary. Like, how you have a salad and Jell-O? Like, this person had like sliced boiled eggs in their Jell-O. Like, another thing I realized too. So, number 1, don't do Jell-O with a bunch of funky shit in there, like marshmallows and all of that shit. Don't do it. And loaves. Loaves seem to be another huge offender. People figure, all right, I'm going to bring a loaf. All right, that's cool if you bring a loaf. That's cool. But don't bring no, like, weird-ass Spam and cheese loaf. Like, man, like, it's just not worth it. What's the one that I see here? There's a vegetable loaf. Then I see, this is the sardine stuffed lemons. That's the garden salad ring with the Jello. And then, man, some of these shits are just gross looking. Then there's that stuffed possum. Then there's that crab turkey.
Oh, is that what that was? A stuffed possum?
Yep.
Listen.
And then that chicken, that turkey with the octopus out of it. Ugh, yeah.
I'm not going to eat whatever you want to cook on Thanksgiving. Just, if it's a traditional Thanksgiving situation, don't fuck with it. Like, I got to stop fucking with Rachel Ray.
Oh, boy.
I love me some Rachel Ray.
Yeah.
But she made pumpkin mac and cheese on her show. Fuck you, Rachel Ray. Another motherfucking famous person trying to fucking put a spin on something that don't need a spin.
Yeah, but like, what's the pumpkin supposed to do? Like, add nutrients or some shit?
Don't fuck with my mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is not supposed to be healthy. Don't put vegetables in it. Don't fucking...
No peas?
No.
No carrots? I take the silence as a hard no. No, but we went over this last week.
Yeah, we went over this last week. Yo, don't fuck up Thanksgiving by trying new shit. You know what I mean?
Because even with mac and cheese, like you said, keep it very basic. With the 4 cheese,
the moral to the story is not fucking with Rachel Ray no more because she tried to fuck up mac and cheese on TV. Fuck that shit. Anyway.
She can make me a sandwich, though.
Yo, she be making some bomb-ass sandwiches, though.
Yeah, she can make me
Her sandwich game is genius.
Yeah, that's it. Just make me a sandwich.
Go with what you know. Stick with what you're good at. You're good at sandwiches, Rachel Ray. And 30-minute meals.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing beats the no-bake mac and cheese. You see that shit?
No.
This lady made a no-bake mac and cheese.
What'd she do?
No boil. She didn't cook the macaroni.
She just put it in the oven?
She put it on the plate with evaporated milk. It was like a shallow... It was fucking gross. And then she just mixed it together with the cheese and then put it in the oven and then took it out, mixed it some more, and put it back in the oven. She never actually cooked the macaroni first.
She didn't boil it, so she just baked the macaroni?
She just put everything on a fucking
baking pan
soft? And put it in the oven, and the fucking black chick on the show was like, "This is delicious."
Nah, don't let it be Sonny that was saying that shit.
Sonny, yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, you didn't see the video?
Oh, man. Yeah, Sonny's always on the scene when it comes to that bullshit.
Like, come on.
Oh, man. Like it has to get to a point with Sonny being probably like the only black representative on the show.
I don't even blame her. Well, I do blame her because she say some shit in these production meetings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, there's a certain level of, like, I can't think of the word.
Fuckery.
That you just shouldn't be engaging. Like, you shouldn't even be on a set. What they doing? They're not cooking the macaroni before they put it in the fucking oven. Yo, this is going to be the segment that I'm going to be in the bathroom, yo. Like, nah.
No. Yeah, you could put me down as a hard no for this segment.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not being a team player. Fuck you and your salmonella.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
No, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you. What was that? What? Like, yeah, nah.
Nah.
You heard me.
World star, bitch. But,
like,
yeah.
No, see, like, all right. So right now it's Saturday. Tomorrow, Sunday. This is your time to actually practice your meal. Whatever you're going to bring, do it on a small scale. Today and tomorrow is your day to practice because you don't want to show up on the Super Bowl of meals with your family and then something that all of a sudden you're now trying out. Like, no. Patriots don't win Super Bowls by now trying out stuff that they haven't practiced all season long. But now for the Super Bowl, they want to bust out these whole new flea flicker plays. Nah, it's not going to work. It's not like that.
They actually tried that shit. They tried to throw a ball to Tom Brady's non-catching ass.
Yeah. And, his non-40 running ass self.
He caught one this last week. He caught it, but then he fell down.
Yeah. Well, he's not a receiver.
He's not athletic.
Nah. Yeah, he's just a quarterback. He's a pretty guy too.
That motherfucker's not pretty.
Well,
But on that note,
to white chicks he is. Yes.
yo, shout out to Tom Brady, University of Michigan alum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the level of love he gets from. Yeah.
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 Well, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yo, but that's gonna do it. Another Saturday morning
Yes,
conversation
sir.
in the motherfucking bag.
Before we go, do you have any projects you're working on?
Man, I'm just running this 5K. That's the only project I'm working on. We're going. I'm gonna put in. Damn, I can't even think right now.
No, well, if anything, I have this my podcast. I don't think I'm gonna finish it today. I think I'm probably have it for Monday. That way, I could actually dedicate a little bit more time.
New DJ Iron Monkey podcast.
Yeah, right in time for the holidays.
Right in time for the holidays.
In the kitchen cooking with grandma. And
I might try to. I think I'm gonna try to slap together. Stay tuned for the Cave World Cave DJ Caveman mix series. There's gonna be a couple different versions. You know, we're gonna do something for the cardio. We're gonna do something for the hoods.
Workout mix.
We're gonna do something for the cleaning on Sundays. We're gonna do something for the bedroom.
But we still got to work on our mixtape together. The Saturday morning conversation.
The Saturday morning conversation mixtape.
Yeah.
Coming real soon. It's gonna be an eclectic mix of cartoon theme songs and
Smooth jazz. Where He-Man meets Roy Ayers.
Thelonious Monk
meets She-Ra.
And it's all gonna be on the Cartoon Express.
Oh yeah.
That's the name of the fucking mixtape.
Saturday morning Cartoon Express.
The Saturday morning conversation.
Cartoon Express.
On the Cartoon Express.
The Saturday morning Conversation Express.
Sounds good.
Yeah, all right.
That's
Yeah, we'll work on the title.
Yeah, we'll work on it. The title's working.
Yeah, workshop it.
Workshop, you know what I mean? Look out for those label out t-shirts.
Yeah.
Just gotta find somebody to make them shits.
Hashtag.
I might just draw them shits with a Sharpie. You know, be real archaic with my shit.
Get Melania Trump and just get a paintbrush, and just paint your jacket.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But yo, get with us next week, yo.
Yes, indeed. And if anything, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Good Thanksgiving. To eat lots.
Yeah, give thanks and praise, and spend time with your family.
I'll be out in downtown Pawtucket for the locals. If y'all want to come see your brother run, or you want to run, it's going down.
Yes, indeed.
Big dog, pitbull style. Shout out to Flex. This is Saturday Morning Conversation. We out.